Welcome to another episode of Campus Conversations, a podcast series that's all about MDC Padron Campus. Today, we have the privilege of having Dr. Concepcion. She is the Dean of the School of Education. And by the way, the School of Education, even though we teach classes everywhere, the home campus is Padron, so we are the place to be when it comes to education. So, Dr. Concepcion, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Dr. Loinas.
It's a pleasure to have you here today. So why don't we start with a little bit about how you got to Miami-Dade College?
How I got to Miami-Dade College. I came to Miami-Dade College as a student
Mm-hmm.
right out of high school. I always wanted to teach. I went to the North Campus, completed my associates, went on to our local universities, taught for 20 years, middle and high school, led professional development for teachers, and then I'm very proud to be back at home at MDC and here at the Padron Campus.
It's so amazing how so many of our faculty, staff, administrators were once students at Miami-Dade College and are now back, sort of giving back to where it all began. So tell us a little bit about the School of Education.
The School of Education, like you said, it is the place to be, especially today. Today we signed, as you know, an MOU with the Junior Achievement of Greater Miami, which means that we will be having more high school students enrolling in dual enrollment courses. We had about 400 students that are considering teaching as a profession, and that is amazing.
Yes.
It is amazing because it helps us continue to elevate our profession and exposing the students in the high school teaching academies to our campus, to our School of Education. They spend time with our faculty, with our team, exploring the technology that we have on campus, exploring activities in early childhood education in K-12. I think that that's what we do well, preparing the best teachers for our community, starting early with the students that are considering teaching as a profession in high school.
So the Teaching Academy is the dual enrollment program for high school students that are interested in the profession.
Yes. So there are teaching academies at the high schools that are only part of the CTE program from Miami-Dade County Public Schools. But then we come in and we enhance the program that they have by offering, like you said, the dual enrollment courses. Those students, when they finish high school, they get courses that are articulated into the AA up to 9 credits, plus the courses that they do through dual enrollment.
That's fantastic. And I saw, because I was able to see some of the students that were there today, there was quite a bit of diversity. I saw males there.
Yes.
I saw people of all kinds of, colors and so forth. So
Yes.
that's wonderful because it's very representative of our community.
It is. It
Yeah.
absolutely is. From the north at ATM all the way down south to Homestead and South,
Homestead Seniors, South
Homestead,
Aid.
South Aid, with Southbridge also.
Southbridge,
Yes,
yep,
yes.
yep.
From all across the county. It was amazing to see, like you said, males and females who are interested in our profession.
That's wonderful. Because I think for kids, it's really important to see someone as a teacher that they can relate to in one way or another. And of course, they have many different teachers, so they'll have an opportunity to do that throughout their childhood. So I know this is a tough question because you're doing a lot of things in the School of Education. What would you say is your proudest moment or your proudest program?
I think that our proudest program, I would say, has to be the apprenticeship program,
Mhm.
the teacher apprenticeship baccalaureate program, and it is our proudest program because I know, and I can share an example with you. We can have a student in the teaching academies that graduates high school, and we actually have a student like this graduated high school with her associates, all the required courses to come into the bachelor's completed. So she graduated high school, associates completed. She is now an apprentice, meaning that at 18 years old, she was hired to be a co-teacher in the classroom of a master teacher.
That's-
So her tuition is covered by the college. She's earning a salary. She has all the benefits, and she's learning from the best. So we have now in April, we'll be graduating a student, 20, 21 years old, who is ready to enter the workforce and teach.
That's fantastic. How do you, I mean, you are doing so much for the education ecosystem in South Florida. What do you think are the greatest challenges for the School of Education and the students for that matter, moving forward?
I think that if I were to reflect on 3 years ago when I first came to Miami-Dade College, many of our challenges or the challenges that our students face at the time were specifically internship. At the time, we had an internship for the early childhood education program that was 16 weeks. That means that a student has to quit their job for 16 weeks. We know that the students that come to us, many of them have families that they're supporting. It's very difficult for them, and many of them had to wait to be able to save enough money to come back and do their internships to be able to graduate with their bachelor's. So we started in 2022 by developing a residency program in partnership with the school district. This means that last semester, not only did we lower the number of weeks, now the requirement is 12 weeks, which aligns with the K-12 teacher preparation program. So all our students finish at the same time. But they are able to be placed in a classroom with the support of a mentor teacher. We wanted to make sure that the structures were in place to ensure their success. But they're placed in the classroom, the district hires them, and our partner charter schools do the same. They earn a salary about $48,000, and then they're given a mentor teacher. At the end of internship, they transition into a full-time position at the same school with the same mentor teacher. So not only are they earning a salary, but they're part of the ecosystem of the school and the school culture. So they're being raised by teachers that care for them.
That's fantastic. And for me, I think I come from a family of educators. So for me, this is
Right.
really hits close to home.
Yes.
What would you say are the greatest challenges for our students today? And what I mean by our students is the fourth, fifth, sixth graders that are growing up. What do you think, if I'm a teacher, what is going to be the greatest challenge that I have in the classroom?
I think I was a literacy coach, so I always relate to the challenges that my students had in 11th grade. Their biggest challenge was the reading level. If you're not a proficient reader, you're not able to access social studies, science, math. You're not able to understand the math problems that you're reading. For me, the biggest gift that we can give a child is the ability to read and
Yes.
read proficiently. I think that in the age of AI, we now have tools at our disposal where we can look at the reading level of a student. They can all be reading about the same content, but we can differentiate instruction based on their reading level and ensure that those students are advancing through their reading ability so that we're able to um, bridge, provide the support that they need in the classroom to ensure that they're successful.
That's
I know that
fantastic.
there are a lot of mental health issues. And I know that there are a lot of other issues, but I think that if we can give that gift to every children in our community, we can accomplish everything else.
That's wonderful. Well, we are running out of time, almost out of time. I know time flies when you're excited about
Yes,
things you're passionate about. But
absolutely.
thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
so
in, and maybe we can come back another time and introduce
Anytime.
one of your fantastic
That would be
students.
amazing. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for listening, watching, however it is that you connect with this podcast. And hopefully, I'll see you at the next one.